What's up, Internet? Current 1776 here with another mission video for you. It's November 2021. We got mission 81. Yeehaw. And we fitting to go through it together on this bright, sunny day, a little bit breezy. Hopefully stuff won't get blown off. Hopefully the audio will work. And hopefully that big tree right there don't throw a shadow all over everything. I have to readjust my camera. I got shadows on my face, but you're not here to see my face. You're here to see what's in mission 81. So I'm not going to make you wait any longer. Although I can ramble. I'm down for rambling. If you like rambling, then try to catch me on one of the live feeds on the social media networks out there, you know, the Facebook and the TikTok and the Instagram and all that mess. Been doing some live feeds. Been giving away some cool gear on there. You might want to follow me. I'm just saying. Let's get in the box. I'm starting to ramble. Yeehaw. All right, mission 81. Bam! It's the mission brief. Look yonder. Get over there. Freaking wind. It's gonna be a rough video, y'all. Might see me lose my temper with the wind and everything. I'm already getting upset. I ain't getting upset. Takes a lot to get me upset. Mission 81, mission brief right here. First page, we got a paragraph from yours truly, and we're going to jump right straight into the basic box. First up, in the basic box, we've got the Save Aqua little tap. My mouth got dry. I couldn't even say what I needed to say. Speaking of Aqua, that or I rambled too much in the intro. First up in the basic box, as I said, was the Save Aqua with tap spigot, and there's a hose adapter in there. I'm fitting to talk about it while I kill that fly. Gonna look at one I got in the mystery spot. So in your little packet right there is this Save Aqua tap spigot adapter. I think the name kind of speaks for itself, Save Aqua. We're really bad about wasting water. Some people say water, I say water. We're bad about wasting it here in the US. I mean, you know, it's kind of, everybody's got water, you know, it's not that big a deal, but in many other areas in the world, it's a big deal. You know, maybe we need to do a better job, right? Of conserving our water instead of wasting it. That freaking hurt. Tons of different containers out there for water. We've got those blue jugs that you keep water in, water bags, you got all sorts of different containers. Like if you're setting up a base camp or a hand washing station or a cook station or whatever, this thing right here can adapt all those different things pretty well and make a really cool kind of hands-free way so you don't have to mess with valves and stuff like that. What this does is, for instance, with this blue jug that I have, you can screw this spigot adapter in to the valve of the blue jug, and then you screw this tap in. And what it essentially allows you to do is be able to leave the valve on when you need to get water out to, say, wash your hands, for instance. All you got to do is touch that tap right there, and it'll allow water through. As soon as you let go, it stops the water flow. And this is good for a couple reasons. One, you just use the amount of water that you need to get the job done. Two, you don't have to take like a dirty hand, be messing with the valve, and then be touching everything else, and then now you're messing the valve with a clean hand to turn it off so you don't waste water, and now you just got your hand dirty again. It's not going to work well that way. This can help solve that type of situation and many, many more. And you can hook it to a hose too. Let's say you got a hose coming from a water bladder or something like that. You hook this to the hose, and then you can hook the tap to it and have the same thing. It's really cool. See how you can adapt this and make this work with your different water delivery systems. And on the inside of it, don't tear this, when you open it up, don't tear the paper really bad. Just get the staples loose, because there's directions and there's different, shows you different ways to adapt it to stuff. So that's your Save Aqua tap spigot adapter right there. Yeehaw, in the basic box. Really cool. Next in basic, it's kind of the opposite of water. You know, they say oil and water don't mix. You got yourself the First Line gun oil pen. Here's one right here. I'll take it out of the package. So what we have here is synthetic CLP gun oil, or really oil you can use for pretty much anything other than the engine of your vehicle. That wouldn't be a good idea. Kind of looks like a pen, and they call it the gun oil pen. What's really cool about this, and one of the issues with a lot of different oil type products out there is, you know, if you have a range bag that you carry, you know, your stuff to the range with, if you have, you know, like a chest rig and you want to keep a little bit of oil and, you know, cleaning stuff with you so that you can keep your firearm maintained and all that good stuff. One problem with oil is it gets all over everything. it leaks, you know, you hit something or you go down to your stomach for prone position or something like that, and you end up getting oil out of the container. It don't happen with this. This thing, you can EDC, you can keep this in your pocket. You ain't never got to worry about oil getting in your pants pocket, messing anything up. And you can apply the oil directly to what you want to apply it to, and there's not a lot of waste, and it doesn't get all over everything else and you're having to clean up excess. This thing is sweet. So you got this little brush, if you will, these real soft bristles right here. The oil is contained on the inside. You just turn this back piece right here. I don't know if you can hear it click. Can you hear it click? That allows the oil to come out and go to your bristles. The bristles got a little bit of oil on it. So now, let's say I'm wanting to oil up a bolt on a bolt action rifle. I can very easily, almost like painting, I can paint a film of oil exactly on the points that I want to have lubricated for that particular item. And it doesn't make a freaking mess. And it's great oil, it does a really good job, CLP, clean lubes protects, and you don't have to worry about it dripping all over the place and making it, I mean, this is like the perfect on the go, keep with your kit, keep with your firearm oil pen. It's freaking awesome. So the manufacturer likes to call this the 6, because it's always got your 6 kind of thing, right? But I don't know of any other oil application product out there that's truly EDC worthy. You can put this in the front pocket of a really nice shirt and you ain't got to worry about the oil getting all over your shirt. Trust me, it happens. I've had some bad experience from some little bottles of oil and stuff like that around some of my gear where, you know, you don't treat it like there's oil in there in a little plastic bottle that top can come loose or get squeezed a little bit by accident by other gear. Now you got oil all over everything. This right here, to my knowledge, the only EDC type, very well constructed pen that you can apply oil with and it not leak. It's not going to leak. And what they have is they've got 4 different leak barriers on each side right there. So it's engineered very well. It's a really freaking awesome item. So that is the second item, the First Line Gun Oil Pen, 100% leak proof. Keep it on your person, keep it in your pack, hunting pack, bug out bag, in the vehicle, and of course, you know, you can use it to, you know, oil the hinges on a door if you want to, but it is designed for precision application with firearms, etc., etc. So the last item in the basic box is the Duraderm Sport. This stuff is yeehaw. Duraderm Sport. There's the box right there. I was fixing to open it without showing you the box. Really cool product right here, and I got the wound healing to prove it. Yeah, so I was testing a potential future product the other day, busted my knuckle. We've got 5 Duraderm Sports right here, individually packaged so that you can, you know, open them up or whatever and put them in different packs, which I suggest you do. What is it? So basically it's like a liquid bandage. It's really cool, it works. I've used it recently and I used it once before a while back. Minor cuts, abrasions, scrapes, burns, things like that. And it's kind of, it creates a barrier of dirt and oxygen and water. It doesn't create a barrier of dirt and oxygen and water. It creates a barrier to prevent dirt, oxygen, and water to get into the wound. And so it kind of makes a film like a skin over top, lasts quite a long time, and it promotes healing. I got my scab showing right there. This stuff works really good, great to put in medical kits. A lot of times when we get medical gear, we try to get them in something that, you know, you can break down and put into multiple kits, because you should have multiple medical kits on hand. You just pull the blue top off the top of it. It's got like a cottonish, you know, applicator pad there. You crack it like you would a chem light, and then you can squeeze it, and then it allows the liquid inside to get all over that cotton tip. You can put it on and around your wound, let it dry. It dries in about 30 seconds, and you're good to go. Yeehaw. Very cool little piece of kit right there to add to your med kits. That is your basic box. Save Aqua, the First Line CLP oil applicator, and the Duraderm Sport. Stuff works great. I got a boo-boo right there, and it's healing up nicely. Okie dokie, now it's time for the advanced box. Got 2 items in the advanced box. First up being the Rapid Pure Pioneer Straw. It's a pretty cool little water filter system right here. We've got the Rapid Pure Pioneer Straw. So this is a cool, compact, small, quick and easy to use like water filter system right here for like direct ingestion, right? So not filling up other containers or anything like that. So like a backpacking or trekking, or just having a hunting pack or anything like that, or an emergency backup water filter system, which is, it's kind of like fire, guys. You can't have too many ways to start fire and too many skills and knowing how to start fire, and you can't have too many ways in the same aspect when it comes to filtration of water. You drink some bad water that's got bacteria and viruses and God knows what in it, you get sick and die out there and dehydrate really quick. So what we have here is a very simple system. You've got your hose, you've got kind of a, think of it as the entrance ramp into a highway, right? So instead of just dropping your filter down, you know, into the water, you really can't pull a good suction. This right here helps direct water equally through that filter. There's holes and all through there, and then you just stop your filter up in there and you're ready to go. So this here's got the plastic on it. Clearly you want to take the plastic off your filter, okay? It's not going to work with the plastic on the filter. It's got those O-rings right there. You stick that up inside this canister, install your hose. So clearly you want to find as clean and clear water as possible. You know, looks can be deceiving, right? But clear running water is preferred. Using any type of filter system in heavy sediment or a freaking mud hole, if you will, is going to greatly reduce the lifespan of your filter. You're going to have to replace your filter more often, because the dirtier it gets, the heavier materials get in there. It's just not going to have good flow, right? Anyway, you got your hose, you hook the hose to the canister, the filter inside the canister, and of course submerge this in as clean, clear water as you can find, preferably running water, a stream or something like that, and you can drink directly from the straw. Or if need be, if you have a container, you can fill up a container of water with as clean of water as you can and pre-filter it with a shemagh or a handkerchief or something, and then drop this down into a container and drink from there. So it's really cool, compact, simple, doesn't take a whole lot of skill to use water filter right here. And I got to look at the names because I keep forgetting, and I'm not really sure how to pronounce this, but they call the filter system, or the way the filter system's built, the Ultra Ceram, Ultra C-E-R-A-M, Ultra Ceram. And it says it acts like a magnet to remove pathogens 100 times smaller than traditional microfilters can remove for protection without any pumping, priming, or back flushing. So really good statement and a stand behind on this filter system right here. And it says it purifies 25 gallons and can filter 200 gallons. So it also purifies other than filters. And of course you can buy more of these and have them so you can replace them. So that is the first item in the advanced box. Somebody's riding a four-wheeler. It's kind of crazy, like every time I'm talking about water, I need to take a drink, my mouth goes dry. So next up in the advanced box is an emergency blanket, the staple in survival. Everybody should have some emergency blankets on hand and in different kits in your vehicles, whatever it may be. The first thought process that goes in is like, oh, it's a blanket for, like, you know, helping someone not go into shock and stuff like that, which is true. Well, not a lot of people use it for that. There's tons of uses for an emergency blanket, just like tons of uses for a shemagh or a handkerchief or whatever. So we've got the Soul emergency blanket. This thing is 56 by 84 inches. Pretty daggum good size right here. Got one down here in the mystery spot, and it's windy, so bear with me. I mean, this joker's pretty dang big. All right. I'm 6'2". I'm gonna stand on it so the wind don't blow away. So it's pretty high up over my head. Here comes the shadow that I didn't want to happen. And of course, it's got the reflective back on it as well. Pretty dang tough, come on. The sun has moved by that tree right there. So as I said, there's many uses for an emergency blanket. Of course, emergency situation, shock, really, really cold, you need to warm up, shelters, ground tarps. You can use it to collect water. You know, you can use it to collect water and twist it up and carry water if you need to. Really, the sky's the limit. You can shred it up and use it as markers, tie the little shreds to trees like a breadcrumb trail. Tons of uses. You got to use your imagination. Product like that, or a shemagh, or a handkerchief and things like that. You know, there's tons of ways that you can use this thing outside of just the quintessential keep yourself warm. One thing I will say though is, if you're not careful, you'll get too warm. You'll start to get a lot of condensation on it, which turns into you being wet, and then you get cold. So you use this in moderation and for warmth and cold environments. Get yourself warm, you know, make sure it doesn't get to the point where it's condensating and you get wet, because this thing does trap heat. You will get warm in it. Don't just like expect it to be like a blanket, roll up like a mummy in it and go to sleep. You're gonna wake up wet. Think about that. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm gonna have to move. I don't want to move. So allow me to move the setup real quick where y'all can see what's on the table, and we'll go into the Pro Box. I had a feeling this was going to happen. I'll be back in a second. Make that 2 seconds. Whew. Okay, maybe we'll get through this without the tree blocking everything on the table right there. I can't control the sun. I'm sorry for having to do that. But you can take the sun with you, which kind of leads me into the next item in the Pro Box. Pro Box is freaking awesome. It's the LED Lenser ML6 750 Lumen Lantern. This thing's awesome right here. LED Lenser. LED Lenser makes some really cool freaking stuff. It got a 7-year warranty on this. It's freaking awesome. It's nuts. It's like micro, what do they call it? Micro prism technology in here. It's so freaking awesome. There's so many features. I got to show you what I got in the mystery spot. And obviously, I want to show you overlay with this at night, because clearly you're not going to see what this does with the freaking sun beating down on me right now. Maybe when the shadow gets here. In the box, you get a little carry pouch, USB so you can charge it, and this base right here that has a hook on it so you can hang it up. Here's the lantern. Awesome, okay? Very well, I mean, this thing feels like it's solid freaking glass, steel, polymer, whatever the heck that stuff right there is made out of, but very well made. Awesome. You got this loop right here that you can see. That's actually, you can use this to charge your devices. Okay, so you can use the battery in this to charge your devices here. On this other side, you got where you hook your USB to it so that you can charge it. On the top here, we've got the buttons. Hold it down to turn it on, and then you got your up to bring up the brightness and your down to lower the brightness. The first thing that I love about this lantern is it has memory. If you're on the low setting and you turn it off, you turn it back on, it goes back to the low setting you were on. If you were in the high setting or somewhere in the middle, it goes back to it. I like that when it comes to flashlights. Not all of them do that, and there's great flashlights out there that don't do that, but that's something I really enjoy about a really good light source, is it has memory. Second thing I really like about this, it doesn't have like low, medium, high. It's like through the whole range from low to high. So you just hold the plus or the minus button down, and it slowly graduates into wherever you want it. When you're done, you just let go and it's going to stay there. That is really cool. Also, it has red light. Red light works really great for not, giving away your position very easily. It's at a low setting, it gives enough light so that you can do what you need to do, and it's not a harsh light. Red light works very, very well. And you got that full brightness spectrum there to go along with it. Also, you can do SOS in red or white light. You can do a slow, like pulse flash. You can do a fast flash in both colors. It's very freaking cool. The thing that's also very interesting about it is how it's designed. There's not LEDs like in this area here that are shining out. They're like up in there, and it uses this prism effect to help disperse the light out, and it's so ridiculous. This is you're going to be amazed when you use this in the dark, I'm telling you. The next thing that they thought about on this is the space right here is magnetic. So magnetize it to things, stick it to things. Is that the proper term? Also, down here in this ring area, when the light is on, or even when the sun is hitting it, it will charge that up. So when the light is off, you'll be able to see your light. There'll be a little ring right there where you can see that in the dark. And then lastly, you have the base here, which is tight. You get it on there. Now you've got a really good base. you know, to sit it on a flat surface, or if you want to hang it, it's got the hook on it, you can hang it up inside of a tent or a shelter or whatever it is you're trying to illuminate. This is a sweet freaking light, and they have some sweet freaking products. LED Lenser ML6 750 lumen lantern. It is 100% on the yeehaw factor. I'm telling you, this thing's great, awesome, you're gonna love it. So next up is the Pro Plus box, which is great, awesome, and you're gonna love it. It is the Revolt Reflex. This thing is unique. If you dig unique knives, if you're like me and you like to switch up your knife that you carry on you, you know, every day, and your friends are into knives and stuff too, and y'all hanging out or whatever, you're like, hey man, what kind of knife you carrying today? And you show it off. This right here is gonna blow your buddies away. The design, the way it opens and closes, the way it locks, all that cool stuff, it's freaking awesome. So this is a definite pocket dump type knife right here. The Revolt Reflex. There's your box. Check that out. All right, I'm gonna show you down here so you can see it better, because you're gonna want to see this. So what we have here is a very unique looking knife, even closed. The closed position's even unique. You can see the blade through there. You know, it's got a lot of fastener looking areas here. It's got your nice pocket clip there. I mean, it's really, really, really interesting looking. It gets really interesting when you open it. So when you open it up, as you can see, this frame kind of moves with it. It pivots over, and then to lock it, you simply squeeze the scales like this, and it'll lock in place. And there you go, she's locked. She's ready to rock. How about that? So it's 6061 aluminum alloy scales. It's got a reversible pocket clip, so you can put it on either side, whichever you prefer. You got VG10 blade steel with a flat grind. The blade length is 3.2 inches. You got an overall length of 7.8 inches, and close is about 4.5 inches. So a very cool looking knife right there with aluminum scales. It's kind of got a brown, a flake kind of look to it. I dig that. That's what I like about it, because there's so many knives out there that are so very similar. It's like, there's not like a, ooh, that's interesting, you know, factor to a lot of them. This one's got that factor, okay? And if you want to obviously close the knife, at some point you're going to want to, you simply, as you can see right here, there's a thumb area. Put your thumb in there, you can break that lock, and now you can rotate it closed, and then it sits like that. That is a really cool knife. So that's the Pro Plus box. Knife of the month right there, the Revolt Reflex. But wait, there's more. There's going to be 20 Pro Plus subscribers that are going to get this knife in titanium. Where's it at? Same knife, except it has titanium scales, and the color is a little different. It's like a bluish green color. Very interesting color right there. How well y'all can see that in the sun. Probably shining it in your face. Show you down here. So you can see it's got that nice blue kind of look to it. Very cool little knife right there. Exact same design, same everything, just titanium scales instead of aluminum alloy. That is the lucky winner. That's the Easter egg. 20 Easter eggs going out to Pro Plus subscribers will get the titanium version of this here blade. Awesome. The Revolt Reflex. That be's your Pro Plus knife of the month. Yeehaw. Let me get this thing rearranged, because the shade is coming. It's not good. Pardon me as I move my table again. Whew, had to move the table again. So that is mission 81 of Battlbox, in like 3 different areas of background for like the first time ever in a video. The fun of filming outdoors by yourself. Hey, but I had a great time. Got a lot of great products this month to add to all your different preparations. We're going to start off on this side over here and work our way over. All right. So we've got the Save Aqua tap and spigot right here, which is really cool. Great way to help you, not waste water. We don't want to do that. No wasting water. That's a good thing. We've got the emergency blanket that has probably thousands of uses. from emergency all the way to just straight up survival situations. Research that. Go on the internet and search, what can I use an emergency blanket for? You're going to be amazed at some of the stuff you're going to find out there. So, and then we got the First Line CLP oil applicator right here. The only 100% leak proof, like EDC type oil applicator I've ever seen or heard of. It works freaking great. You can apply your oil directly where you need it. You can always have it on you and you ain't got to worry about it leaking all over everything. And then we got the Rapid Pure purification system right here. Small, compact, great for ultralight people, great for backpackers and things like that. If you don't want to carry bulky water purification and filter systems, this could be the one for you. It works great. The data shows it in their paperwork. Check it out. Very effective filter system there, and only three pieces you got to worry about, which is a good thing. And then shooting over here to the Duraderm Sport. Great product right here. It freaking works, y'all. I've used it on myself right there last week. My son's used it because he's always scraping and cutting himself playing sports. It freaking works. Break them down, put them in your different medical packs, and you'll be surprised at the results. Keeps dirt, water, and oxygen out of the wound and promotes healing, and it dries really, really quick, and it's very durable as well. And then we got the freaking sweet lead lenser ML6 lantern right here. Y'all gonna really dig that lantern. I know for me, I'm starting to look at a lot of lead lenser stuff for myself because I'm extremely impressed with the quality of that light right there. I mean, it's got SOS, it's got slow flash, high flash, tons of different illumination settings. It's not just low, medium, high. It's anywhere in between low and high. Red and white. I mean, things glow in the dark. You can charge devices. I mean, it does everything but make popcorn. And then certainly last but not least, the Revolt Reflex pocket knife right there, folding knife. That thing is freaking sweet. The quality is there, the uniqueness is there, the color is very interesting. It's got a great flat grind to it. You want to dig that right there. It's very, very unique and great to add to your collection. And then the 20 of you that are going to be getting the titanium version, even more cooler to add to your collection. Titanium is not cheap. That is a cool Easter egg that 20 Pro Plus subscribers are going to be getting. That's Mission 81. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to find out more about Battlbox, if you don't already know, you can check us out at battlbox.com, battlbox.com. Go to the What's in the Box tab. You can see every video and every product that we sent out every month from month 81 all the way to numero uno back in 2015. You need to check it out. And if you don't already, please follow us on all the social media channels because we're doing live feeds weekly, hanging out, answering questions, talking about different things, having a good time. And typically, I have something to give away in those live feeds. And we select the winner and I mail it to you. Yeehaw. That's it for Mission 81. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next month in December with Mission 82. It's almost Christmas time. I went down the wrong pipe. Went up the right pipe, down the wrong one. Now that the oh man, went down the wrong pipe.